Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, cause it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Here we go. Happy Monday. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. What's up? Hopefully you all had nice weekends. Enjoyed some football, maybe a little crab boil, whatever you did. Hopefully it was memorable and very entertaining. It's all good.
That weather on Saturday, though, was awesome.
Yeah, the weather's just been amazing. It really has been fantastic.
Whatever you did, I hope it was outside.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to take advantage of it. It's going to get warmer this week.
It is going to get warmer this week. I'm finally going to jump in the pool, hopefully. It's been too cold, man.
Yeah.
Did I just hear a pool party invite?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh.
Bring that ass.
Stuff. It's ready to go, huh?
I'll bring the pool floats, too. I got pool floats for you.
Let's do it. I want to see Kevin Ralston's hair in that pool. Stat.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, we could have a cannonball off.
We should do a belly flop contest, KVJ, between all five of us and see who does the best one. Do a little video.
Okay.
If you guys want.
What makes a good belly flop? Do you have to have a good belly?
I mean, that does help, but it's the person that goes for it. You can't be a puss. You got to really spread eagle
smack it.
and smack that bitch. Yes, that's what we want.
Okay.
Spread eagle
really
and
hurt.
smack that bitch.
Spread eagle and smack that bitch.
Got to smack those nuts on the water?
Got to smack them nuts.
Yeah.
Those nuts going to make that earning. Yeah. What?
What?
Oh, I'm talking too long.
You know, one thing I noticed with the crab boil stuff is in my vicinity, how many of those, I don't know what you call them. I guess they're the boil restaurants.
Yes, there are quite a few of those popping up.
Yeah, a lot of them. Now, my wife and I, we do one about every other week. We love them. We go quite often. And there is one that we often go to that is at Military in Okeechobee.
The Cajun crab?
I think so.
Yep. It's Asian run.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
I've been there.
Okay. Yeah. So we go there. We went there just on Saturday.
Yeah, they do a great job. It's not Cajun, it's Asian, but it is delicious.
It is. It's good. Yeah. We get the spicy Cajun.
Oh, so good.
And it is so good. But there are about 5 different of those boil places opening up within like a 2 or 3 mile vicinity of us, because you've got one, the old Island Jacks on the other corner of Military and Okeechobee. That is going to be a boil place.
Oh, wow.
They sell, remember the old Roadhouse that is just a little bit east on Okeechobee Boulevard that's been sitting abandoned forever?
Yes.
They got a sign there saying that's going to be a boil place.
Huh.
And the Village Common Shopping Plaza, which is on Village Boulevard, they have got a place that's opening up that's going to be a boil place.
Where's that going to be at?
It is right, just a little bit right of where the Publix Liquors is.
No shit.
Yeah.
I know exactly where that's at.
They're going to be doing one there. And then
Nice.
there is one that is opening up on Congress and Palm Beach Lakes that is like in that Home Depot shopping plaza is going to be opening.
I mean, it's an infestation.
Like, what the heck is going on? And
I
they're all
don't think this town's going to be able to support that many.
I don't either. And that's
That's a
why I'm just
lot.
like, are these people looking around getting nervous, being like, oh, crap.
Oh,
there's-
wait.
That's what
There's
this-
7 other boil places open.
Yeah.
But that's what happens in these parts. Remember when there was the big Greek explosion?
You're right.
We were going to 9 different Greek restaurants for events.
Greek, it's the new Italian.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
So I don't know if this is happening all over South Florida or if this is just a West Palm thing, but they're exploding around me, open up all over the place.
Well, it's officially crawfish season right now.
And I could be just, so less excited about this season.
I could bring my rig over to your house and we could combine a little crawfish party with your pool party.
You're always more than welcome to cook your gross crustaceans. I just ain't gonna fucking eat them. But yeah, cook them.
You like the potatoes.
I don't like your trickery potatoes. What she does is she gives me crawfish potatoes, and I don't like it, Kevin. It's a trick. It's almost like when someone gives you Miracle Whip and says it's mayonnaise. Fuck that noise.
Okay.
I don't want crawfish potatoes. I want regular potatoes.
But that's the ones you had at Deanie's. Those were crawfish potatoes. That's why you liked them.
I liked it because of the honey mustard. I liked them at the honey mustard because Deanie's had honey mustard.
Yeah.
And I was dipping them in there, and then you brought them back from New Orleans without the honey mustard, just the Deanie's, and they were meanies. I didn't like them.
So really, you should just drink honey mustard.
That's
really
it,
what
yeah.
I've come to. I'll get you a bunch of honey mustard.
You don't need anything else to dip in it.
You
Just drink it.
Get you a baby bottle and just have you suck it all day.
You don't think I'll do it? I'll do that shit.
Got an email here about the Super Bowl. They said, check this out. If Tampa Bay wins today, which they did, there now would have been a Florida team that played in all pro teams this season's championship. I think basically they're just saying that, because you had the Rays were in it. I think the Lightning were in it. The championship for each major sport.
Oh, I see.
I think is what they're trying to say. And then I guess you could argue the Miami Heat then in the NBA championship. So that's what they're saying with the Florida teams.
How about the Marlins? Were they in it?
No, but I will tell you that, where Miami used to be, there's been radical improvement of all the teams. I mean, the Miami Heat were in the NBA championship. The Marlins are trending up. The Dolphins are trending up. And I think even the Panthers
Okay.
have been trending up. I'm not, sometimes I hear that they're doing great. I'm not a huge hockey fan, so I only get sideline views of it. It seems like there's been a lot of people saying they were trending up and then maybe they weren't. And I don't know where the soccer team is. Not sure
If you
yet.
need hockey, you let Panda know.
Okay.
He's going to immerse himself in hockey now that football's over for him.
Yeah.
The Bills are done. He's going to immerse himself in hockey. I know how he's going to do it.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of it.
I got to make sure he has all the fixings today. It's going to be an emotional day for him, so I got to feed him a lot of food.
You should.
I
And
gotta-
you guys have the same palate.
Yeah, we might have to hit up 3 different places.
Jaybir's very excited. He's got somebody to eat bad with him today.
Well, he's in a time of sadness, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm here for.
Emotionally support food.
I know how to emotionally eat better than anybody.
Yeah.
I know exactly. If you're depressed, come
Yeah.
sit down with me, tell me your mood, and I will pair it with
Yeah.
the right snack you need.
Okay.
I'm
That's
that
what you
good.
do.
I'm not. I know I sound braggy, but I'm that good.
He can pair your mood with your food.
Oh, tagline. That's fucking great. I'll pair your mood with the food. I'm writing that down. That's good shit.
Should be like a counselor of some sort.
I would love to.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer. People who have mental problems help other people with problems. I truly believe that.
And you believe food is the way to solve the
Food-
emotional issues.
Food has gotten me through a lot of dark times.
Okay.
And it also made a lot of fat moments, too. So you got to just balance it.
Well, Stacy is seeking your advice for road trip snacks.
Okay, he does this well.
I do.
So what do you want? You want to pair the mood with the food. You're in the mood for a road trip. What's the food you pair it with?
Is it a happy road trip? Is she dreading it? I mean, I need a little bit more deets for them eats. Oh, shit. It's just flowing.
Yeah, that's all I got. I would assume if she's doing this and looking for the snacks, you're setting out with a tone of positivity and fun.
So I think you ought to get some combos, like a pizza combo. They travel very well, and you can get the big bag or you can get the small bag depending on your
Okay.
level of excitement.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of drinks she likes. Is she a squirt?
Does she squirt? Did you just ask her if she squirts?
I was going to say, is she a squirt fan? And it came out of my mouth. I go, is she a squirt? Ugh, don't say that. I meant, does she like squirt, the soda?
Kevin,
Okay.
email her back and say, "Are you a squirter?"
No, I did not say.
What
You
kind of
said
road trip is
that.
going to be?
But it's from Kevin's email.
I'm a squirt kind of girl. I like a squirt.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, you know I like the squirt.
She's real squirty.
Squirt and mellow yellow. Just fucking beautiful. I love it.
That's
Yeah.
it, huh? That's what you do, little combos. Yeah.
Do you like bugles? That's one of my favorites.
Do I like bugles? You mean, do I put them on my finger, act like I have Freddy Krueger hands, and then eat my nails off? Yes, I like bugles.
They're also perfect for dipping. It's a perfect little cheese cup.
You also can nibble on it and make them have a hole. You can sip things through it too.
Nibble on the hole.
Nibble on. I'm very, very sexual today.
Hey, do you squirt? Hey, you want to nibble on my hole? I mean, come on.
Well, usually if you nibble on the hole, that leads. Sorry. That's
One thing leads to another.
That's very vulgar. I apologize.
They pair nicely.
They pair nicely.
Okay. Ashley had said Funyuns, beef jerky, chocolate-covered peanuts, sour cream and onion lays, and if you're riding shotgun, Pinot Grigio.
Oh.
Yeah, just don't make out with that person. It's going to be a lot.
And just know this, too. The Reese's peanut butter egg is back.
Yeah.
It's in stores.
So is the Snickers one. I know you don't fuck with no
I
Snickers.
don't fuck with Snickers.
Me and Fat Kevin do. We love a Snickers.
Yeah.
The only Snickers I ever liked was when our overseas friends sent us like Belgian Snickers, which kind of looks a lot like our packaging of Snickers, but then when you bite it, it was delicious.
Oh, yeah.
They have a higher quality
They
of
do.
chocolate
Yeah.
overseas. So when you get that overseas chocolate, you're like, damn.
Yeah, Belgians do a couple of things well. Chocolates, beer, waffles.
Oh, and that's quite the triple threat right there.
Or a chocolate-covered waffle. Or a magic shell covered waffle.
That'd be nice.
Oh, that might be the kind of Monday we need. Panda, he's sad, emotional.
Panda will go with you.
Oh, he's coming.
He'll be your mood food co-pilot. He'll actually drive you around. You can drink.
Well, I mean, I don't have to do that to have a good time. Yeah, I have to get hammered to have this food party. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's Monday, you know.
To your point, I probably will drink.
So defensive.
Don't know if this sounds good to you. Kellogg's and General Mills are turning some of their cereals into flavored nutritional drinks, including Fruit Loops and Golden Grams. Well, how nutritional is that going to be?
Yeah, that Golden Graham juice, I'm sure it's going to be real healthy for you.
Nutritional? I didn't even use that word in there.
Did you like Golden Grahams growing up as a kid?
Yeah.
Underrated cereal.
Yeah.
And it has a very sweet milk. The after milk, very good.
They were pretty good.
Yeah. The I gotta get me some honeycombs. Grams.
Honeycombs was actually right on my. I thought honeycombs was underrated. There's a few that are underrated.
Yes.
That I liked. I like the honeycombs. I get those a lot too.
Golden Grams and honeycombs, highly overrated, and you can mix the two together. They pair nicely. I'm a big mixer. I love mixing cereals together.
Okay, you could do that.
You could do Fruity Pebbles.
It's a free country. You can do that.
Fruity Pebbles and Twix. Trix mixes very nicely.
Yeah. Okay.
On Twix.
Yeah, I mean,
You can tell he's getting excited. He's all over the place now.
you're right.
The mouth is just, you can't keep up.
The thoughts are going so fast.
You're right. It's just so fast. Two different speeds over
It's
there.
almost like he's already on the sugar buzz.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you're right.
We're on a mile a minute over there. Tyler had said 2 words, KVJ Cribs. We're ready for Jaybird and Denny's videos. You kind of got a little bit of that with Jaybird. If you go to our Facebook, you can see Virginia's over there stocking Jaybird's new bar.
It's just not ready at all. I'm still getting all the. I have boxes galore.
It's a long process, and it's just one guy. You're by yourself doing it. I mean,
It is.
I had a team of people, and it still took me a month and a half.
Yeah, I find a lot of weird shit too through all these boxes of mine. A lot of weird stuff. Stuff from our old station.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How weird.
No, I mean, just weird, I think probably more emotionally than... And I know you want me to have some kind of like double-sided dildo that I found. No, we don't have any of that.
But if you did, would you bring it in here and show
No, I
us?
wouldn't tell you guys about it.
Guys, look what I found.
I did find it. Well, never mind.
What did you
Come
find?
on. What'd you find?
An X's vibrator.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you smell it?
No.
Don't lie. Do not lie.
Stop it. Don't make this weird. I did not smell
It would
it.
only
What?
been natural if you did.
Did you taste it?
I did not taste it. Get the fuck out of here.
You lie.
It's getting too personal.
Quick little sniff and lick.
Close it.
Sniff and lick. It goes sniff, lick, and squirt.
All right. Reel it in, Sinicki.
I can't. I was born this way.
Yeah. What'd you do with it?
Immediately put it in his rear.
It's in a box.
That's why.
That's where it's supposed to go.
That's why your bones are vibrating. You've got a dildo in your butt.
It's in a box at home.
Oh, man.
I should probably just throw it away, right?
Nah.
Keep it.
That would be too sensible. Keep it.
Well, it's trash day.
Keep it so when the new cleaning lady starts, she can find it.
No, you got to make sure no one can find those things.
They find everything.
I don't know. I found it in an old suit box.
Suit box?
Yeah, it's an old box where a suit was supposed to be in
Like
there.
a suit and tie?
Yeah, it was a goofy suit.
It's an odd place to keep your vibrators.
It was, yeah. I don't know. I found it.
Did it go with the suit?
It did not.
Did the batteries still work?
I didn't try it on. I just found you think I had this big moment with it?
I do.
I didn't.
In my mind, you did.
Well, okay. So let's go with your mind. Yeah, the batteries worked, Virginia. I put it all over my nose. It was great.
Sniff and lick.
Sniff, lick, and squirt.
Well, it's called the sniff and liquor.
You're fascinating.
Oh, he is.
Thank
He
you.
is. Oh, he's got something interesting going on.
Get rid of it, Jaybird. They're saying I'm going to get rid of it. I'm certainly getting rid of it now.
You can't bring it back into the bedroom with anybody else.
No.
But it is a funny conversation piece.
Well, I just wasn't expecting to find it. Like, oh, memories.
Memories, huh?
You know, you could just take it and like leave it on top of the pump at the gas station and just walk away.
Just back out.
Yeah, just see how it develops.
And it's not guaranteed that thing would go in the garbage. That may actually find a new home.
He's right.
Oh, there's somebody that would find that thing.
Is there anything more gross than saying gas station vibrator?
That's pretty rough, man.
I guarantee you, there is a segment of the population that would take it home, clean it, and use it.
You're not lying. You are so 100. If they hit the button and it was, they would totally use that thing
And that
on every
person
hole.
terrifies me because they have nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
Yeah.
They're a pirate.
They're a pirate.
If your mind works that way, I can't be around you.
If you find a gas station vibrator and you use it, you are an animal.
Okay, we've got to do this. We've got to put the vibrator on top of the pump and then just lay
Hidden
back.
camera.
Hidden camera.
Just see what happens.
See what develops.
Is that a sex crime?
No.
All right, I gotta ask these questions.
You're just you're leaving a present.
And then you can start laying bets. Does it go home or garbage?
Yeah, who would take it and what do they look like? What are they driving?
I got a profile already.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah.
I love the profile.
What's the profile that you got in here? I want to see if it matches mine.
It's a dude.
Well, yeah, it's definitely a dude.
Yeah. It's everything you would imagine. Okay. He's not well put together.
Not well put together.
Clearly, to where he is right now, he's made a lot of bad decisions. And that's why you can easily explain this latest bad decision to take home a gas station vibrator.
But you think, oh, the guys, look all disheveled. Sometimes you don't know who the freaks are.
You're right. Does he smell it?
I don't think he...
Does he sniff and lick?
He sniffs and licks, but not in front of everybody. He gets in the car, he drives to his little place where he likes to do things, and he sniffs and licks. Oh, yeah.
I'm fascinated. We follow this guy because I want to see where he lives.
You don't want to see where he lives.
It might shock you. He might be a great member of our community.
He's not driving over to Palm Beach.
I just need to know everything about him.
Yeah. People are freaks.
Oh, yes, they are.
So when are we doing this gas station dildo fit? I'm so excited.
That sounds like fun. If you want to give up that dildo, Jaybird, or whatever it is.
It's a vibrator. Dildo is
Sorry,
dildo is so 1980 to me.
I don't know the difference.
Of course you don't, Vanilla. We know you don't.
Vibrator moves, dildo doesn't, right?
Boom. There's that.
Okay.
Speaking of freaks, boom, right there.
So yours is a vibrator.
Yeah, I said that.
And it'll stand on its own.
It's a small. If you want the actual, it's a small vibrator. More for if you want to get real graphic, clitoral stimulation.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not this big. It's not a big dong.
Interesting.
Yeah, you gotta get out of the 50s.
When she had you have to plug in.
I mean, if I got a
They're gas powered.
if I got to mansplain clit vibrators to you, I
don't have all that.
Got to fire it up like a weed whacker.
I know you don't have all that. I think sometimes that's the problem, Mama. I've said too much. You do you.
Well, you'll be with Panda today. Why don't you guys go shopping? Buy me a little clit contraption. But don't come with the gas station vibrator and try to trick me and tell me it's new.
You think I would do that? I would never give you my vibrator.
Whatever y'all give me has to be in the packaging.
Oh, yeah. I think that's good for everybody. Always have a...
But just know, the guy that takes it from the gas station, he's going to go try to use it on somebody eventually.
Yeah, himself probably.
Yeah. People want to know, you don't have one already, Virginia?
I don't.
That's Exhibit A, Your Honor. The fact that she doesn't even have one shows you it would help your sex life, honestly.
All right. Well, you'll be with Panda today, having an emotional support man day.
So we're gonna go buy pies and vibrators today.
Maybe you get a combo, a vibrator.
Oh, that's good. That is well played. A vibrator. Those would sell, by the way. A vibrator would sell.
You should take him to Adult Video Warehouse,
man.
and the two of you should have a little mandate.
This is getting too fucking weird. I just wanted to hang out with
you.
I just wanted to eat today. It's all have a snack party. Now I'm going to get a vibrator. What? No, I go shopping for vibrators with a girl that I'm interested
That was a boy.
in. No, that was one of my boys I grew up with at age 12.
You guys clearly look like a couple.
Oh,
and if you're working there at the adult warehouse, you're like, okay, which one of these guys is taking it first?
Totally. You're asking all the questions.
You're the bottom, just so you know.
Don't paint me in that brush. Maybe I'm versatile. Maybe I'm both.
Okay, all right. I can see you switching it up.
You're saying Bird gets it first.
Oh, yeah, definitely Bird gets it first.
Don't you label me in Sweet Panda's relationship. It's complicated.
Okay. Now, Cam in San Diego said, hey, I was just listening to the MLK Day show. Heard Kev ask if a sea shanty will ever hit the pop charts. There is a great true story about this actually happening. The movie is called Fisherman's Friends, and it's on Netflix. Super feel-good, cozy movie that I highly recommend. Well, there you go. I like sea shanties, apparently. Thank you, Cam. Got an email here from Ashley saying, since we are a gym, we can't have huge get-togethers like we used to, but the last time we did, 5 people got COVID.
Oh, boy.
Yips. We still run classes where everybody is in their own training pods. We take a very brief end-of-class picture afterwards, but everybody is masked up. So we've been doing virtual Zoom hangouts with our members, and this time we're going to be doing a game night Zoom. And thanks to you guys, my husband and I decided to do No Name Movie Game as one of the games coming up on Saturday.
Oh, fun.
We're just going to have people type their answers into the Zoom chat. I'm really excited about it. And we're going to do a fact or fiction. Probably going to get a Visa gift card for the person who gets the most points.
That's adorable.
That's cool. Taking KVJ game ideas for their game night. Fun stuff. And a recommendation Jamie has about Rocco. She's a single mom, no father, but her brother's kind of doing that part of it. She's got an 8-year-old son, and she said, just something to share with you. If you're raising a boy to be a man, my brother has said it's got to be tough. You got to make him strong, and you got to be able to handle life as it comes at him. My brother said it's the hardest thing I will ever do, and it'll hurt you more than him. But you got to be tough, and you got to teach him early. Make him remember the lessons so he thinks twice before making bad decisions. So make whatever punishment you choose to be really memorable. So if it comes to his electronics, take them all. When he cries or acts out, let him know that if he keeps throwing the tantrum, that there will be an additional punishment tagged on to this one. And I had to follow through with this. The first time was the toughest, but I've only had to do it about 2 or 3 times. And my son, 8-year-old son, has done a 180 since. Stay strong, Mama. We're all going to raise young men together. There you go.
Yes, thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. Take his shit away is what she's saying, basically.
I know. I'm just counting down the days. The parent-teacher conference is going to happen any day now.
I feel like that worked on me as a kid when they took away the shit that I actually liked, and I realized, oh, fuck, my life is going to suck. My 7-year-old life's going to suck. I got in line.
Yeah, I think, in a sense what he's saying is that you really should see a kid with whatever punishment you give them, there should be some kind of reaction to it. They should demonstrate how much it hurts them and how much they hate it.
Right.
And almost expect a tantrum to follow that is complaining about how tough it is. And then you're like, hey, you are heading down the path of having something else tagged on to what you already hate. So chill. And you've got to make it hurt 2 or 3 times. And after that, then hopefully the behavior changes. That's
Yeah,
what
chat
you're
room's
saying.
got some interesting suggestions. Like, I just beat my kid. It's the one person.
It's a lot easier that way. So always appreciate the emails. You can get them through to us. mail@kvjshow.com, mail @kvjshow.com. Boy, I got to tell you, it's fascinating stuff. I've been telling you, my mom was sending me all those conspiracy theories and everything leading up to the election. And I was really looking forward to, I would say probably the last 6 months to a year. It's just gotten to the point where it's just crazy wonky stuff. And, everything else that we're going through. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm an independent. I don't vote for either main party. I don't believe in the 2-party system. And so it's not like I had a horse in the race and, was pulling for one side or the other. I was just like a lot of people. I was pulling for it to be over because it was a lot. And on top of it, my mom is somebody I haven't talked to her much the last 2 months because I just couldn't deal with it. And I was even reading articles on how to handle it when you're getting these kind of comments and stories coming from somebody. And, you've heard maybe the QAnon and all that stuff. But, it was to the point where it was just stuff like they've arrested the Pope. The Pope is,
The Pope's a reptilian.
The Pope has been arrested. She was saying that, Trump had them in a checkmate, that they put the gates up around the Capitol building. It wasn't for the inauguration. It was so that when all the Democrats went in, they weren't going to let them back out. And the Capitol building was going to serve as now a new makeshift prison for Pelosi and all those people. And
she's been radicalized.
it was just, it was stuff to that level.
Whoa.
And,
when none of that happens, though, then what does she say?
Well, that was just it. So the inauguration happened, and I thought, okay. And she was a little bit quiet for about maybe 36 to 48 hours. I'm like, okay. I was
Maybe
like,
is she realizing that?
Well, I was hoping that our relationship could go back to normal because I haven't been able to really talk to anything about her because everything is.
She's obsessed about it.
She's always leaned on the side of doom and gloom. Since I was a child, it was always end of the world. It was always Jesus is coming back, and I had to deal with that at a young age. It was really kind of traumatizing, honestly, for me. Because they would show the movies of people that
Left behind,
and they were marching kids off to the guillotine to chop their heads off because they didn't.
That stayed with you?
Stayed with me. Yes, it has.
I try not to let my kids see anything about a guillotine.
Yeah, when the beheading starts to be a point of conversation.
That's a lot. That's a heavy, heavy thing.
So every day you're waking up thinking that this is going to be a traumatic end of the world type Armageddon looking day. It was always there, and so that's really started to, been amped up with all this political stuff that's going on.
It kind of makes my heart hurt a little bit too, because I can only imagine me having that, thinking Armageddon's always around. I would have been freaked out constantly. Were you freaked out all the time?
Yeah, as I was younger, and then I think for me it propelled me down a path of my own type of biblical study, where I really started to get into it to learn as much as I could about it from even a different perspective, even outside of the church. When I study the Bible, I study with an open mind and not necessarily what I was taught in the church, and I apply archaeology and other things to it and what was happening in society at that time and how things have had. So I try to take on a larger depth of knowledge because I need it really for my own mental stability. Because if I just went with what my mom was telling me, if I used her as the only source, I would be a basket case because you're just always thinking that the world is ending.
Well, you can only take so much of that Armageddon doom and gloom stuff to where it will start to fuck with your head. I understand the message behind it, but if you're oversaturating a kid with doom and gloom, Armageddon, it's going to happen, that's going to seriously fuck you up.
So after the inauguration happened, I think it was like worst day ever for my mom. It was because almost, and to me, I'm like, okay, maybe she'll just see that the articles she sends me to, a lot of them aren't very well written. And I told her, I said, Mom, this is realistically just a Chinese or Russian propaganda writer that is trying to create these storylines to try to sow discord in America. And they've done a great job with it.
The division is awesome. They got to be loving it.
But if somebody has this many, whoever wrote this, you can tell doesn't know English that well. You can't put all your belief into these kind of stories.
The typos, come on.
Yeah. And I'm trying to, I'm trying to take a step back because some of it's like, come on, Mom, you can't.
Well, you want to have a relationship with her. You'd like to talk about the grand or the kids.
Can we talk about, anything else.
But instead you're talking about the prophets that are coming down that are going to keep Biden from being elected.
Clinton's a reptilian secret.
It's been tough. Yeah, it's been tough. Obama, all that kind of stuff. And so, it was quiet, 36 hours. I'm like, okay, I was getting to the point where I'm almost like, okay, maybe I can call Mom and we can have a conversation about life. And then, bam, just started
Well, what's
up
the
again.
new thing now?
The new thing is that America was actually sold in 1871, and the British own us. And Trump somehow got us out of that deal, and he actually is holding the deed to America. Biden doesn't have any power. He thinks he does, but it's a shadow. It's just, it is so
Wait, what?
deep. I know.
That's a lot.
It's and I don't know how to make it end because I was like, okay, hopefully it's over, and it's not over. I don't know how to break my mom out of this because I just think that maybe I got to have a conversation with her and say, I can't do this anymore. And she even is alluded, I think my dad has told her, like, don't bring it to me. My dad's very conservative and Republican. I think even he's
like we've lost her.
Just because
he's like, I don't want to talk about it.
Just because you're conservative and Republican doesn't mean you believe all of the crazy conspiracy theories.
Yeah. And it's just so much where everything that she had said, where she's like, oh, Biden's not going to get inaugurated, this and that. And she's like, all these prophets have stood up and they're like, this is God talked to me and told me this. And I'm like, okay, well, then clearly all those guys are wrong. How can you still keep buying into this stuff?
Right. Where's the prophets? They were wrong.
I thought it would
call them out for being wrong.
I thought it would check everything that she was coming at me with. And so, I've got to regroup this week and say I might just have to have some kind of uncomfortable conversation with my mom,
like
and
an
say,
intervention.
Just don't bring it to me. I can't do this anymore.
It's an interesting psychosis, though. What happens, or just a mind frame when you know it didn't come true and you're still believing it. They see that with cults sometimes, where the day of reckoning's supposed to happen and everyone's waiting and it never comes, and people still will follow that person that said, "Oh, it's coming. We just made a mistake."
That's what rocked my world, because I thought, Kev, you just have to get through this inauguration, and then when all this happens, then the realization will be, wow, I got duped. I can't trust any of these people that said all this was going to happen by this date. And so I'll let it go. And you're right. Just what you said, it hasn't. And that's where I'm like, okay, now I've got to myself try to figure out what plan B is to try to normalize a relationship with my mom.
She's been brainwashed.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
That was one of the storylines that had happened. And again, I don't want to make everything all political, but I'm doing this not as a political comment. I'm doing this as a son.
You want your mom back.
I want my mom back. And there is some crazy stuff, and that was the storyline that happened, because I watch CNN and Fox News almost all day, both of them, to see what both sides are saying.
I love doing that.
And the storyline was, that AOC had said we've got to deprogram some Republicans that are out there, and then of course Fox News is saying they got to deprogram your conservative values, and that turned into the fight. So I don't want to take on.
That's not it.
I don't want to take on that fight, but
it's not the conservative values that we have a problem with.
My mom is being fed stuff that, as she was telling me all this stuff that is happening, I'm like,
well, on either side, you don't want to go too far into the dark.
If it were liberal propaganda stuff, it's just propaganda, and it's to the point where even if it is true, Mom, what are you going to do about it?
Well, I mean, especially in your olden age, let's go out peaceful. And I mean, I would tell Ann that all the time. She gets so worked up over politics, stuff that didn't even really pertain to her, and I go, Ann, why do you care that much? I mean, live the rest of your life in a peaceful manner.
Go have fun.
Yeah.
Don't get yourself all upset because all that upset causes cell damage.
And I think too, sometimes when people get older, they don't have as many hobbies and they're not doing as much stuff. And it's easy to get sucked into the boob tube and get all this shit in your head. And
the drama is exciting.
Yes, and then all of a sudden you're just in it.
What's most concerning is I've always thought of my mom to be a very, she's got a master's, very intelligent, thoughtful person that, was not gullible, that
had it together.
Yes. And this is a weird turn over the last 6 months where I wonder if part of it is age. And then part of me is like, will I ever have the conversations that I used to have with my mom, where everything is now ridiculous? Like, Mom, how can you even believe any of this stuff? It's so preposterous.
Well, I've gone through late stage set on heavy mental illness with my mom. My mom is a different human today than she was 20 years ago.
I mean, I saw
Completely.
I saw it with my mom a bit too.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom always had some issues, but behind the scenes, I just noticed different things with my mom that were alarming.
Well, and I'm upset with this almost to a sense where I'm not going to lie. There's part of me that's thinking, should I have a conversation with my dad to say, how you need to break her away from wherever she's getting all this stuff planted into her head. And I kind of know the little chat zone that she's got. It's two people in her family that they're feeding each other.
I mean, why not reach out to your dad? You're doing it out of love, and it's not like you're, I would totally talk to your dad about this.
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody else is going through this, but I'm at the point where
you're not alone.
I thought it was over after the inauguration, and sad to say, over the weekend it became obvious it's not over, and so now I got to put together my own game plan because I realize, when does the cycle ever end? It's not going to end.
Well, it's not even that you care about her being into politics. It's the fact that she's so obsessed with the politics. She's going to a dark place, and it's affecting her mental health.
Well, and it's so preposterous.
Yeah.
Like I said, this isn't even like a regular talk about, hey, let's talk about immigration or taxes or anything like that.
No, it's not
this
that.
is,
it's crazy conspiracy stuff.
Yeah.
That she believes.
You'll get emails of people saying, fuck you guys don't know what you're talking about, that are going to support her.
Yeah.
You will.
I know, but I just, let's say it's even all true. I just can't be the person to have the conversations about it. Like,
right.
Even if
I can't handle it.
And I'll even give you that. Everything is true. That the British government owns America through a lease deal and all that stuff.
I just want to talk to my mom.
I just want to have a different conversation. And I can't do that.
What happens when you do try to change the subject? If you want to, talk about canon or something, does she go right back into it?
Part of it that's tough is I know to have that normal conversation, I'll have to have 30 minutes about this stuff. And I'm trying to take a deep breath. I'm trying not to be like, for the love of God, woman, knock this shit off.
Stop it.
This is preposterous. And I'm trying to bite my tongue and just ask questions and be like, well, have you thought of this? Have you thought about that? Because this is odd. I'm like, well, what about these typos? Why can this person not write well? Do you want to put a lot of credibility into somebody who is a terrible writer and doesn't seem to know the English language that well?
That right there, it's embarrassing that she's fallen for it.
Yeah.
If you got a master's degree, you should be able to look at anyone's paper and know that, okay, something's not right because they don't even know how to use grammar properly.
Just because you got a master's degree or a doctorate doesn't mean you can't get affected by emotion and get clouded judgment.
But it just sucks because she should know better.
Yeah. I wasn't alive when she got that master's, so it's been a while. So
you weren't alive. It's a long time ago.
A long time ago. So if anybody else is having to deal with that, you can let me know what you're doing with your family. Mail at kvjshow.com. All right. Well, thank you all for locking in here on a Monday. Enjoy your day, the beautiful weather. Jaybird, enjoy your food.
Yes. Enjoy my husband.
I shall.
Yes. All right, you guys be good. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.